Hello and welcome back, everyone. Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Chemlock League. And don't look now, but the favorites are 2-0. Good start for the season for us as we've had a couple of battles here against the Scroungers and the Undulates, but looking good so far. Game 3 on the way against the Protectors. This will be our first away game of the season. We will be facing off against Bitzer Hines, who is on the Protectors this year, and we will actually be bringing, instead of Clark Cohen, I'm actually going to have our new rookie pitcher, Colton Blackburn, will be our number 3 starter. If you recall in the last episode, he got some development and actually bumped him up to a B. So I'm going to actually leverage that, push him into the 3 spot. And I think Clark Cohen as a number 4 will look really solid for us. So it might be a little bit of a mistake, but I am fine with taking a few chances here with this team and see where it goes. A couple of tense players on our team. Fernanda Branch, for good reason. She sailed one into right field, allowing a run a potential double play to turn into an inside the park home run. Of course, there was errors there, so it didn't count like that, but it was really, really tough. Go back and check that one out if you want to see it, but it's not worth going and looking at. All right, so to get things started, you know what? Slow start to the year for Jack Mars, but I believe in him. I'm going to let him stay out there in this game to settle in. Let's see what we would have if we replaced Fernanda Branch. Not a good option at third for Connor Sandoval. If we were to put Sullivan at third, then I don't think we have anybody for shortstop. So yeah, it's not. Ooh, that might be a spot where we're a little bit shallow in our defense department. They put Tucker Long in the DH spot. I'm going to keep using Connor Sandoval for now. He's a better hitter, a little bit weaker contact, but much better power, and I'm going to stick with that for now. Actually, you know what? Let's give Tucker a chance here, and Connor with a pinch perfect off the bench will be nice. All right, so the order. We'll keep Whistle Thornton in the number 1 spot. Jonah Gonzalez is locked in, so I'm going to keep him at number 2. We'll put Jack at 3, Odin Thomas at 4, Tiger Gray at 5. Yeah, then we'll go Tucker, then Sullivan, then Fernanda, and then Mohammed. That's what we'll do. And then we'll have Colton Blackburn getting the start here. The 23-year-old lefty will take the mound after getting a new trait. So we will be away. So let's get our away uniforms on. Let's play ball, and we head out to the Bengata Bowl. This will be our first time seeing the Protectors home park. This is not something that we have done before in this series. So we'll see how the Protectors play. I didn't even get a chance to pay attention to their record, so I don't know how good they've been doing this year. But Bitzer Hines, we are very familiar with him. Used to play for the Dirt Dogs. Came in for Season 3 in the stretch run for our Outlaws and backfired mightily as he pitched poorly in the regular season, then pitched poorly in the playoffs. But he got himself into the All-Star game in Season 4 last year. And he'll get things started with a ground out right up the middle to the pitcher. So 1-3 for the put out there to get the game started. Jonah Gonzalez will smoke one past the second baseman into the center field. Briggs Jensen gets that one in quickly, but a 1-out single for Gonzalez, and he stays hot. Jack Mars batting 143. He is tense, very slow start through 2 games, and he'll make weak contact to third, and they'll turn the double play. So it may have been a mistake putting him in the 3 spot. I'm hoping that is the only mistake we make here today, but that did not go well as we got one base hit and then a double play to end the inning. So Briggs Jensen, the center fielder, will lead things off with Tier 2 inside pitch against rookie Colton Blackburn, whose first pitch is a strike in the Super Mega League, the Chemlock League here. Pulls a string for strike 2. God bless you. Sneezing up there on the mound. A 1-2 count against Jensen. And a grounder up the middle, inside pitch, and he sends it back up the box. Right under the legs of Colton Blackburn. Couldn't get to it ready. And wake-up call for Rookie as Briggs Jensen stands on first base now locked in for Hanny Smalls, who's also locked in. Tier 2 inside pitch. Also has Tier 3 Little Hack. He's locked in. Batting .571. Runner takes off on a hit and run. Pulled foul and out of play, so that's going to put the runner back at first. Runner takes off again. That was an off-speed pitch that he threw there, and that was another foul. So 1-2 count. Little Hack activates. Swings through strike 3. So Colton Blackburn, will get you that ball, buddy, because that was your first strikeout in the Chemlock League as a rookie. All right, so getting things started pretty well here. Christian McIntyre comes up hitless for the year. Tier 2 RBI hero, not activated right now. Runner was trying to sneak over to second base. We'll see if they try again. And a liner right at Sullivan. Reddier, he tosses back to first, but not in time. Great reaction from Briggs Jensen to get back in time. And that'll be out number 2. Very scary hitter here. Havoc Sandman locked in. Batting .333 with 3 RBIs. Has Tier 3 Ace Exterminator, but not activated. Has Tier 2 RBI Hero, not activated. Ball high, 1-2 count here. Colton trying to get through. One of the toughest hitters he'll face in his career. And, gets him at the top of the zone to swing, but he pulls it foul, just making contact to stay alive. Ball 3 just misses. Full count, composed activates. Runner takes off. And a loft into center field. Coming in, charging for that one is Whistle. It's going to get down in front of him with a runner taking off on the throw. Oh, runner gets... Oh, my God, what the hell? Blackburn misplays that one after Fernanda Branch misplays that one on the wild throw from Whistle Thornton. But the runner taking off on a full count with 2 outs allows him to stretch it to third. So runners on the corners with 1 out here. With 2 outs for Kellen Livingston, who's got Tier 2 RBI 0. Gets brushed back there, batting .143 with 1 RBI. Pops one foul. He falls behind 1 and 2. And a grounder. Jack Mars can't get to it, and that's going to be a base hit RBI. And the Protectors take the early lead here. Tough luck for Colton Blackburn, but welcome to the majors, buddy. He now has to face off against Neil Carrillo with runners on first and second. Good speed over there at second base, so a base hit could score another run. Colton is now tense. Can't handle the heat here to get started. Gets 2 strikes to get started in this at-bat. A grounder foul. And a dribbler to second base. Jack Mars trying to make the tag, and then he's going to... Oh, my God. Jack Mars is in his head right now for sure. He almost flubs that whole play trying to tag the runner. It was close, but... Dude got so captivated by that runner running past him that he almost forgot to realize he has an easy play at first base, and there's 2 outs already. So that got scary really quick, but we end the inning. The Protectors do score a run on a ground ball base hit. Carrillo will toss that to first for out number 1 as Odin Thomas goes down. Tiger Gray batting .500 will have Tier 2 easy target against him, helping out Bitzer Hines with already great accuracy. Bitzer already locked in as well as he's made things really clean for himself, but he gives up a base hit there. So Tiger Gray getting a base hit to right field continues to stay hot, and Bitzer will lose his mojo back to neutral. Tucker Long, one of the few players from his favorites team from last year, he hung around because he's young and has a decent bat. He is no longer our starting first baseman, which I think is good for us as he swings through strike 2 there. But there's a chance for him to develop, and he's a nice little bench bat off a bat off the bench. Bitzer gets his mojo back with a strikeout there as Tucker Long maybe feeling a little rusty since he hasn't played since last year. So he goes and sits down, and that'll be 2 outs for Sullivan Reddier, who's batting .200. Since game 8 of last year, it seems like he has just been on a downward spiral. He does get a base hit here, right up the middle, and that'll be 2 on and 2 out. So nice to see Sullivan getting something done. But with 2 outs, we'll see if we can come up with something as Fernanda Branch walks up batting .500. She is tense right now. Bitzer back to neutral again. His mojo's been fluctuating a lot in these last few at-bats. 2-0 right out of the gate. Fernanda looking for a pitch she can drive, and she gets it. She sends it up the middle. Base hit for her, and bases will be loaded. She gets her mojo back, so we made a right decision there. And with the bases loaded, here comes Muhammad McCormick. Not known for his bat, number 9 hitter, with a good opportunity here with 2 outs, but it's going to take a miracle, I think. His first at bat of the tournament, I mean of the season, and it's a grounder to third that'll end the inning. So a rally going there as we do get to do some damage against Spitzer Hines, but he's able to hold us without a run. So unfortunate there, but 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the second. Lindsey York, former All-Star in the catcher position, playing first base today. She'll get things started here in the second with a base hit up the middle. Trying to see, Lindsey, I believe, was like 2 years where she was a. Oh no, I'm thinking of Alicia Guerra, but Lindsey York, season 2. All-Star for the Scroungers. Grounder there, and not enough for the double play. We got one, the force out at second base, and runner reaches first safely on the fielder's choice. But that's going to be 1 out with a runner on first, and first pitch prayer here against Crimson Horn. She takes a ball. And a grounder, a liner right at Tiger Gray. Does not get the tag on the runner retreating back to first, and a nice play there will make it 2 outs now. And Briggs Jensen, who's locked in after his base hit in his last at-bat, pops one up. This one in foul territory, but getting over to that one is Tiger Gray, and that'll end the inning. So a runner stranded on first, and Colton Blackburn settling in after giving up that 1 run in the first inning. So leadoff hitter Whistle Thornton will come back up 0 for 1 today, batting .375. He has 2 RBIs on the season. He grounded to the pitcher in his last at-bat. Whiffing on those curveballs, that elite curveball from Bitzer Hines doing some work today as he gets the strikeout on 3 pitches. That was just a nasty at-bat. Bitzer putting on a clinic right now. Jonah Gonzalez comes in. He got a base hit in his last at-bat, batting .833 is insane. With 1 RBI, he's locked in, has Little Hack, takes a strike, so remain with Little Hack. And that curveball just dropping through the bottom of the zone, catching the corner every time. Fouls one off there, and there's the curveball, but still not making good contact. Staying alive, though, spoiling some good pitches. Fastball out of nowhere, and that's going to be fouled off. There's the curve, pulled foul, so nice at-bat here for Gonzalez. Another pulled foul, just ruining Hines' opportunity to get the out here. Oh, that one just misses, so that's ball 1. And another foul ball, so great at-bat here for Gonzalez. Swings way late, but just making contact. Curveball, pulled foul. You'll have to go back and let me know how many pitches this was. That's ball 2 just inside. Good eye. And sprinter activates as he grounds to second base. Andy Smalls over to first. That'll be out number 2. Let me know how many at-bats, how many pitches that was, because really impressive at-bat from Jonah Gonzalez, working Bitzer Hines up to the 37 pitch mark here in the top of the third. Jack Mars, tense, has Little Hack activate after a first pitch strike. He swings at a pitch out of the zone and fouls it off. And pulled just past the third baseman into left field. Base hit for Jack Mars. Will that give him his mojo back? Right now we didn't see anything. We'll see if he has his mojo. He does not. Odin Thomas, 286 on the year. He has not shown his potential just yet. Tier 2 bad ball hitter against Hines. Ball high, so 2-0 count here. Favorable for Odin. Gets that curveball, pops a foul. And a ball through the right side into right field, and that's going to put 2 on with 2 outs. So up comes Tiger Gray, who pulled one into the right field corner for a single in his last at-bat. Again, tier 2 easy target. And Bitzer at the 45 pitch mark with this one is a fastball for a strike. Another fastball, but pushed foul. Not making good contact there. And pop foul again. So staying alive here, Tiger. Come on, we need you, bud. And a grounder right to short. Too many opportunities. We've had a lot of runners left on base. I can count 5 offhand through the first 3 innings, which is brutal. Maybe 6. I think there was a runner on first in the first inning, but I can't remember. But yeah, to have 0 runs right now is really frustrating, especially against Bitzer. And the fact that we gave up that run in the first inning is frustrating too. Little hack activated here for Hanny Smalls. He loses it with the ball. Ball outside. Tier 2 inside pitch. And he'll get a pitch on the outside part of the plate. 2-2 count. Blackburn will get strike 3 called. His first or second strikeout of his young career. And Hanny Smalls goes to sit down, and Christian McIntyre comes up 0 for 1. Pulled down the third base line. Getting that is Fernanda Branch, and damn, that cannon arm looks good. She bare hands right in front of the bag. Bullet over to first base, and that's out number 2. Havoc Sandman comes in. He's still locked in. Base hit last time. Pops one up and foul. And there's a strike, so 0-2 count. Have to be careful here against Sandman with nobody on and 2 outs. Pulled foul down the third base line. And another one, so making contact but not able to keep it in the field of play. There's a grounder into center field, and a 2-out single for Havoc Sandman, continuing to cause havoc for the young pitcher. As he'll be standing on first for Kellen Livingston. Despite RBI 0, hit a base hit RBI single in his last at-bat. Does not have the trade activated here, at least for now. Runner takes off, takes strike, cannon arm activates, and McCormick gets the throw down to second. Perfect tag from Jack Mars, and that will end the inning. So runner fails to try and steal, and we are able to get through another clean inning for Colton Blackburn. Tucker Long comes up, struck out in a really ugly at-bat in his last time up. And a grounder to first in his first pitch he sees. That'll be out number 1. Sullivan Reddier managed to reach on a base hit up the middle his last at-bat. Batting .333 on the year now. Bitzer still locked in. There's that first pitch curveball dropped in. Fastball low for a strike 2. And lofted over second base in front of the right fielder. Crimson Horn gets it in quickly. But a single once again for Sullivan Reddier, and he's 2 for 2 today. Heating up a bit, and Fernanda Branch will come up 1 for 1. Batting .600 now. Tier 2 clutch for Bitzer Hines in a high-pressure situation. Still locked in, over 50 pitches now. Fernanda fouls one off. 0-2 for her. And she hits one up right field line, and coming in is Crimson Horn. She'll get it right in fair territory, right on the line practically, and runner has to retreat. So that's out number 2. And Muhammad McCormick will come up 0 for 1. Had bases loaded with 2 outs in his last at-bat, and he grounded to third. Gets an inside pitch, but he pushes it to second base, and that'll end the inning. So Sullivan stranded again, and that's our at least 6 runs. Runners stranded on the bases. So we head into the bottom of the 4th inning. Kellen Livingston, who will have his at-bat reset, as he was standing in the box when Sandman got called out at second base. Whiffs on the changeup there at 0-2 count. Pushed foul. Watch out, everyone in the dugout. Ball high. Doesn't chase. And a liner in right field, so a base hit for Kellen Livingston, his second of the day. He gets a mojo boost. And Neil Carrillo will walk up 0 for 1. Batting .167. 1 home run, a solo shot. Colton Blackburn with his Tier 1 workhorse trait. That was his 55th pitch, and he's just below half stamina. Runner takes off. Cannon arm activates again. Dead to rights at second base. So McCormick, I will say this, but there it is. Colton with another strikeout. So right away, he gives up a base hit and then turns it around, gets a runner caught stealing at second, followed by a strikeout, and 2 outs very quickly here in the bottom of the 4th. Lindsey York had a base hit last time. She pops one foul there, falls behind 0-2 very quickly. And a ball low. Ball outside, 2-2 count. And a liner right to Sullivan Reddier ends the inning. So nice pitching from Colt Blackburn through 4. He has given up 1 run on 6 hits. I was going to say, I'm liking these tier 1 competitive traits, the orange ones. You have Cannon Arm, you have Workhorse. Like, they're not doing a ton, but they're doing enough. The only one that I'm not a big fan of at tier 1 is Tough Out. I think that there's a better opportunity for that trait. I like that one at tier 2, but seeing these other ones as a grounder to first base will be out number 1. Seeing these other traits at tier 1 for competitive makes me feel like that's not a you could always do it, but I think that that's a competitive chemistry that we don't necessarily need to go into very often. I would say K Collector as well is probably one. That and Tough Out are the two that are probably like, you want those to be at least at tier 2 or tier 3, but these other ones can work well at tier 1. Jack Mars still tense despite getting a base hit in his last at-bat. With 2 outs, he comes up. 1-1 count, Little Hack gone. Takes a strike, Little Hack back. He's at 222 on the year now, batting average-wise. Pulls one foul. And hits one hard but right to Hanny Smalls, and that'll be a 1-2-3 inning for Bitzer Hines. So pitchers duel between these two pitchers. Hines and Blackburn pitching very well through the 5.5 innings. Isaiah Terrell comes in tense. He has 0 for 1 day today, and he is batting .500. Not that big of a hitter there at shortstop. 1-1 count. And he blasts one to right field, but because of those weak attributes, it's just a liner to the right fielder for out number 1. Crimson Horn 0 for 1. She had a solo home run earlier this season. First pitch, Prayer, and that's going to be taken for a strike. She hits one hard, but pulled way foul. Loud contact here for the Protectors through here in the 5th inning. Falls behind 0-2, pulls one foul. Ball in the dirt for ball 1. She doesn't get tempted there. 2-2 now, and chases one low, but she pushes it foul. Colton trying to get the put-out pitch here as she fouls one off. And there it is. Nice pitching from Colton Blackburn. He'll strike out Crimson Horn, and Briggs Jensen will come up for his 3rd at-bat, 1 for 2 today with 2 outs. High pressure here. Colton locked in. Tier 2 inside pitch, so you got to be careful. And he lines the first pitch right to left field. Jonah Gonzalez catches that to end the inning. So pitch for pitch nearly are these two starters as we head into the last of the 6th inning here. Last of this game, 6th inning. Odin Thomas 1 for 2, batting .375. Could really see him driving one right now. Oh, the curveball hanging, but he pulls a foul. Bitzer very tired. But with a high-pressure situation, Clutch is helping him out, countering that a little bit. 69th pitch, pulled foul, 0-2, staying alive. Checks his swing and holds off. And a dribbler to first. Lindsey York will toss it to Bitzer, and that'll be out number 1.
The first baseman, number 82, Tiger Gray.
We have 2 outs to work with, down by 1 here in the top of the 6th. Then Turtle Zhang comes in to replace Bitzer Hines, tier 2 walk prone, tier 2 easy target, helping him out right now. Turtle Zhang, I believe, a former All-Star. Ball inside, 2-0 count, and lofted into right center field. That's going to get down. So Tiger Gray with another hit. He's standing on first base. Gets a mojo boost with that tier 1 volatile trait finally kicking in. And I believe you pull Tucker for Connor Sandoval right here. They won't. So he comes up 0 for 2. Great speed over there at first. First pitch strike on that slider. Oh, fastball, but pulled foul just ahead. That one had the distance. Tucker Long almost single-handedly saved the game for us. Ball low, 1-2 count. Looking for another fastball to drive. He gets it, but it's high. He pops a foul. Low, that's 2-2 now. Come on, Tucker. And a changeup. And a grounder to the second baseman and just stretching it out. Good hustle from Tucker Long as he's able to turn it into a fielder's choice instead of a double play, which would have ended this game. Max pressure now. Runner on first for Sullivan Reddier. 2 for 2 today. Takes a strike. Come on, Sullivan. And he'll get one misplayed by the diving third baseman. Neil Carrillo can't get it over to first in time. We're still alive here, folks. 2 on, 2 out. Max pressure. Fernanda Branch comes up 1 for 2 with a single. She has tier 2 contact versus righties activated. Turtle Zhang throws a ball low. Ball inside. Good eye for Fernanda. And pulled foul there. 2-1 count. Tying run on second. Oh, way late on the fastball. She was looking changeup, it seems like. 2-2 now. Ball high. Full count now. 2 outs. Runners will take off. Walk prone activates a tier 2. And it's... Oh, what a play from Hanny Smalls. Oh, if that gets over, that's a tie game. Oh, Fernanda Branch with a good hit, but just could not get enough height on it. And that is how the game ends. What a loss for the favorites. What a tough way to end this one, as we are not able to make anything happen through 6 innings. Bitzer Hines shut us down, and poor Colton Blackburn showed up so well in this one, but we could just not pull through with the offense. Back to that one real quick. No runs on 9 hits for the favorites. So many runners left stranded. I'd say close to 10. But I don't know offhand, and I would have to go back and take a look. Let me know if you do count how many runners were left stranded through this game for the favorites. 1 run in the first inning was all the protectors needed. They will get 1 run on 6 hits, and that is how this game ends. What a tough way to go down. For the favorites, we had a 0 for 3 day from Whistle Thornton. Jonah Gonzalez 1 for 3, Jack Mars 1 for 3, Odin Thomas 1 for 3. We had 2 hits from Tiger Gray, a 3 for 3 day from Sullivan Reddier after I was giving him a hard time in this one. Tucker Long went 0 for 3, almost had a home run to take the lead here, but just missed it. And then Fernanda Branch 1 for 3. 0 for 2 day for Mohammed McCormick. I'm okay with that. He is not meant to be a hitter on this team, but he did throw out 2 runners at second base. Attempted to steal, so he did his job behind the plate. On the other side, Jensen 1 for 3. He got a hit and scored a run. That was it. 0 for 2 for Smalls, for McIntyre, for Carrillo, for Terrell, and for Horn. Base hit for York. 2 hits for Livingston and for Sandman. RBI for Livingston, fighting off that RBI 0 trait. And that was it. That was a quiet offensive day for both sides. Blackburn gets the loss. He goes 5 innings, giving up 6 hits, 1 earned run, and 4 strikeouts. What a terrific first start for him, and it's tough to give him the loss. Bitzer Hines gets the win, that bastard, going 5 1/3, giving up 7 hits and 2 strikeouts. Turtle Zhang almost blew the game. 2/3 of an inning, he gets a save, giving up just 2 hits. Managed to get his 2 outs to get that save. So it's Hines, then Blackburn, and then Sullivan Reddier for your 1, 2, 3 top stars. And that's the way this game ends. Very tough luck for the favorites as we are handed our first loss of the season. And it's a frustrating one. Between these 2 players, Fernanda Branch and Kansas Gibbs. Let's take a look really quick. Fernanda, a little bit older at 24. I like her as a solid piece, and now that we have more crafty players to work with, she's somebody we could keep around and continue to develop. I'd like to get her offense going a little bit more, but a great defender. We've seen it time and time again through her career. Kansas Gibbs here with a lefty with tier 2 reverse splits is really, really good. He has amazing junk. He has decent velocity and then below average accuracy. I like him a lot, but Fernanda is the more expensive player. I think it would be harder to get her back and replace her, so I'm going to give her the loyalty boost here. Get her up to 99. All right, so that's going to be it for manager moments, thankfully. And we have the frickin' Rippers with a 4-0 record with a plus 25 run differential, just running away with this division right now. If it weren't for the Burglars being 4-0 as well with a plus 10 run differential. So you can see our division is very scary this year, as they are the 2 most dominant teams in the entire league. With us sitting in 3rd place, 1.5 games back, and very tough luck for us. I am going to. Oh, I already fast forwarded us to the next game. So next time out, we will be facing off against the Skimmers. How the hell? Oh, they have already played 4 games. So, damn, we get to see their ace. I guess that's good that we have Clark Cohen here going for us as a veteran. Hopefully, we'll be able to face off against Will Moran. I believe we saw him last year, and he absolutely destroyed us, just completely shut down our offense. But we were a much different team at that point. We look a lot better this year, despite being shut out in this last game. We went up against a very good Bitzer Hines, so it is what it is. Taking a look at things that happened since the last game ended, we see Tiger Gray getting +4 contact. We see some development for Fernanda. We see -3 accuracy for Asher. Doesn't change his overall, but that's not good to see. Chance for development for Tucker Long, but I don't want to see him getting RBI 0. And then we have a chance for development for Sullivan Reddier, and I think I might actually go for that one. Rookie in the free agent pool gained Distractor, and then -3 fielding for Connor Sandoval, who's primarily our bench bat and DH, so not a big deal there. All right, so taking a look at development. So we have Sullivan Reddier here. I'm definitely planning to get this one for him. We have so much money we can spend, and I'm fine with that. This one for Jess. Do we risk losing the workhorse trait? I don't know. I don't know if I'm really... She could lose that to gain like one of the elite fastballs. And she'll develop some of that junk, which we would like to see. She's 27. Ugh. Here we have Aaliyah. I don't want to lose that contact. Muhammad McCormick with a little bit of contact and fielding isn't bad. But I don't necessarily think we need that. And then Fernanda Branch with the fielding. I think we can take that one. And then, of course, the one for Tucker Long. So let's do this one for Sullivan. This is a for sure. Let's get his contact up a little bit more. We'll see if he can get a volatile trait. Doesn't get the extra contact. Tier 1 Volatile does not activate here. That's fine with me. He gets +13 loyalty, and he's getting a little bit better. Love to see that. I'm going to do this one for Jess. Let's go for it. So +3 junk, chance for more junk, and accuracy, which are things that she needs. -1 velocity, we can handle that. She doesn't get the extra junk. 20% chance for 3 accuracy. She doesn't get that. Will she lose the workhorse trait? Knowing my luck, she will. She does not. Okay, cool. So she develops a little bit more. And she's getting better. Like, love to see that. And the last one I want to do is this one for Fernanda Branch here. So let's go ahead and give her the 3 fielding, see if she gets more. She does not. So no luck on these extra rolls this time out. She'll get a little bit better in the fielding department, which we love to see. And that's going to be it for development. Other than that, we are going to be playing Game 4 in the next one. I still feel confident about this team. Definitely much better position than we were last year. It's unfortunate Jack Mars is still tense. I hate to see that. I don't know if I'm going to have him sit a game, as he was still somewhat productive through the tense mojo, and we were going up against a very tough pitcher. We're going to see that again here today, and we're going to need his bat. But I think that I feel a lot better about where we stand. I'm much more hopeful for this team. And it's just going to be a matter of figuring out how we play things out. Ooh, we're going to see a double header next time at home. Clark Cohen will get the start in Game 1, and Asher Garcia will get Game 2. We'll see Will Moran for them, followed by Vincente Moon, who is, I guess, been developing a bit since his first year when we had him on the team, but I think we definitely have the edge in that game too. So even if we just split that series, I'd be happy, but I think we want to try and go for the doubleheader sweep there. We'll follow that with another doubleheader and take a look. We'll have Rince Shaw on the mound for the Burglars. That'll be interesting to see our former pitcher. Love him to death, but we're going to have to try and beat him up in that one. So it's going to be an interesting season for sure. I think we're looking pretty good. Let me know what you think. Again, recording these games in advance, so these videos are well ahead. We're still in Season 1 as of the video that dropped today as I was recording. We're still early in Season 1. I just started tearing down the team. So just to give you a perspective on how early I'm recording these, it's just because my schedules are always so inconsistent that I never know when I'm going to have some time to be able to do anything. But thank you so much for watching. Always welcome your feedback in the comments below. Make sure to go check out any of the other content that I have going on right now, and give me feedback if you have any other ideas of stuff that you'd like to see us put together on this channel. So thank you so much. We'll talk to you later, and we'll have a great one. Bye, everybody.